This is like the only Transformers merch I have, so I'm gonna be wearing this. But guys, we're gonna be reacting to Transformers Rise of the Beast has always been one of my most anticipated movies of all time, so I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm just gonna get into this. For millions of years, Michael Bay ruined the franchise. That's the title of the movie. Whoa.
I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
The GOAT, the legend. Oof. Oh, that's sick. Nice, my god.
Of all the threats, from both your past and future,
Whew. Oh my.
you've never faced anything like this.
Like what?
Let them come.
Ooh! Oh my god. Jesus Christ! Oh my god. What? Wait. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. That was what I always wanted a Transformers movie to be. We've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those were like basically all horrible. And then we got a fresh start with Bumblebee. But this is what I always wanted a Transformers movie to look like. I gotta catch up on all the trailers. This is like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 next. I have a pitch for a Transformers movie. I'm not gonna get into that today, but this is the closest to that. Like, I'm so happy. I hope the rest of the franchise goes in this direction. Let me look at it in detail. So I have some notes here with Transformers, I think 5, which was the last night. It got horrible reviews, like atrocious reviews, and it left the studio contemplating their next steps with the Transformers IP as sequels, prequels, and spin-offs of Michael Bay's movies were considered at the time that plans for the growth of the Bumblebee universe emerged. Meanwhile, a complete franchise reboot was also on the table. It will be the first of many to come, and after taking a few years to develop various ideas, Paramount seems to have figured out what the future of the franchise looks like. It includes a brand new trilogy of movies that expands the mythology beyond the Autobots and Decepticons, which actually adds some flavor to the franchise. It's about time. There are also plans for Transformers movies to return to animation for the first time since 1986's Transformers the movie. There are multiple upcoming Transformers movies that audiences will see in the next few years. This movie is set between Bumblebee and the Bayverse. I think this and Bumblebee were both in the 1990s. Yeah, this story is set in 1994. The film stars Anthony Ramos as an ex-military electronics expert from Brooklyn named Noah. Him, along with many other characters, become wrapped up in a global adventure involving the Transformers. This is where Transformers 7's Beast Wars influence comes into play, as the animal-themed beings will emerge throughout as an ancient conflict returns. Transformers Rise of the Beast will release in theaters June 2023 after Paramount delayed it from the original June 2022 release date. So Paramount is kicking off a new Transformers trilogy starting with Rise of the Beast. That's the most important takeaway from all of this. I guess there was a Bumblebee sequel in the works with the script being developed, but I guess it turned out to be this movie, so I think the sequel for that film is canceled. So really, the Bumblebee movie is the reason we have this fresh franchise, and of course the failure of Transformers the Last Night. Mark Wahlberg said he's not coming back without without Michael Bay. And also Shia LaBeouf said that he feels like his character is done, which I mean, his character died in the universe, but yeah, I don't think he's coming back. So where do we go next? I'm seeing here that fans are speculating Transformers Rise of the Unicorn as the 8th film and grand finale of the Bayverse, but that doesn't make any sense. I think with Bumblebee and especially this film, Paramount saw a new direction that they can go in. I don't think they want to introduce this fresh new world and then go back to the Bayverse and then come back to here. It's just too messy. You want to put an idea into the audience's head of what they can expect with this franchise, and the Bayverse, I don't think the Bayverse should have ever been a thing, and I'll get into why. I've been saying this for years. If you want a short-term profit, sure, go for the Michael Bay films. They're horrible movies, but also really fun. They're basically popcorn flicks. So if you just want to focus on action, sure, go with the Bayverse. You will see short-term profits. As we saw with The Last Night, it didn't really last over a decade. Now, if you want long-term profits like the MCU, you have to actually care about your universe, care about the story you're telling. I really hope Paramount doesn't think Bumblebee only did good because it was set in the 90s, because this film is as well. They should realize Bumblebee has more heart and charisma and thought than all the other Transformers movies combined. Like I said, you don't want to bring something fresh then go back to same old then come back to the new timeline. Use the base Transformers characters if you want, but stick with this one timeline. And if I didn't make it any more clear, never bring back Michael Bay to this franchise, at least to write or direct, because he is not good at that. I do appreciate that they're bringing more than just Autobots and Decepticons into this movie. It seems like the people behind this film actually care about the story they're telling. The action, my biggest takeaway was actually that the action was very well shot, which was one of the few things Bayverse did correctly. Like, the Bay movies were like, okay, this is cool, but this one is like objectively like well directed, good cinematography, great color grading. It just looks like such an exciting movie with, most importantly, heart, and I can't wait. I'm really grateful there's a much needed fresh take on this franchise. But yeah, I can't wait to see Transformers Rise of the Beast, and I'm gonna get my Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer reaction up, and also follow Lil Mill on TikTok. And of course, comment your thoughts on a trailer. I genuinely am curious what hardcore Transformers fans feel about this trailer, because I see we got some of the designs that were introduced in the beginning of the Bumblebee movie, like the 90s Transformers designs, which I'm not a fan of, but if it means we're gonna be getting a better story, that's all I ever asked for.